Guys, if you can't explain your political ideology without needing to draw it on a whiteboard, you might have some self-reflecting to do.
Yes, I am that woke, and everything is that serious to me. Let me explain it to you on this whiteboard here. Let's say that this is the line that you should never cross, right? And a microaggression is right here, right? But everybody is like, it's not that serious. So the line gets moved, right? And then slowly, over time, we are just excusing things and letting that line get pushed and pushed and pushed further and further back. And look at where we are. We started here and we ended here. We have ended more extreme than we started because of complicity. And that's not just a hypothetical. That's what's been happening within the last 10 to 20 years and has resulted in a more extreme society than what we started out with. So little things that might seem minor are that much more important to me.
You know, I have a theory that the more woke someone is, the larger the septum ring gets. Behold, libs, your leader. As I was saying, if you need a whiteboard to explain your beliefs, you might want to go back to the drawing board. And no, the irony of that is not lost on me. Since you brought out the whiteboard and all, let's go back to it. You're right that the lines are getting further apart, but instead of moving the line further and further to the right, move the baseline to the left, because that's actually what's happening. You see, nothing changed on our side. What changed is y'all went crazy and kept going further and further and further to the left. That's why there's a great divide. That's why you lost traditional libs like Bill Maher, Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. Yes, can you believe it? Those people were all once, not that long ago, considered libs. You know who else considered himself to be a lib? Donald Trump, the big bad wolf. So again, maybe it's time for a little self-reflection, libs. Because those of us who aren't in therapy 6 times a week, who can't go a day without 6 tablets, who cry in our cars on our lunch break, yes, those of us who don't do all those things, we see things a little different. And if we were taking a completely unbiased look, one of us has a little more credibility than the other. So leave the echo chamber, lib, or don't. But if you don't, be careful, because that septum ring, it doesn't have much more room. It really can't get that much bigger, okay? There's only so much weight a septum can take.